Dr. Kemi Lawrence, and this is the final part three of the Adeleke story. So I've pretty much told you in part one how the whole thing unfolded. In part two, I told you how it continued to unfold and then the DNA test issue. And now in part three, what I suggest to be done is a fresh new DNA test. I suggested it then, and I'm suggesting it now. When I suggested it then, Tonto DK contacted me via WhatsApp asking to pay for the DNA test. Now, you know Tonto, of course, she always likes to jump into everything, clout. Oh, her NGO will pay for it. And it's not a matter of paying for it. It's a matter of getting Davido to take the test. Tonto claims she knew Davido, I don't know from where, but she couldn't get him to do the DNA test. Ayo was ready for any DNA test. At one point, I actually wanted to hire a lawyer in Atlanta to get a court order from me so I can get Davido to take a DNA test in Atlanta. Okay, but if I did that, it would be expensive and it becomes a U.S. case. And then when it gets to U.S. court, everything's going to spill in the open for Davido. And he might have to pay a lot of money if that test comes out positive. But Davido avoided service. You know what I mean by service. You have to serve somebody with a court order. He avoided service so much. Fly to Nigeria, fly back, all that. Nobody could serve him. So the case died right there. For the sake of the girl, I think Davido should do a fresh new DNA test. And if the child is not his, then everybody else that slept with Ayo, if that really happened, should also do a DNA test. One of them is already passed away, DJ Olu, the former DJ. I basically believe that Ayo knows who she got pregnant for. I insist that I only slept with Davido in his room that night. This is another big lesson about hooking up with guys after clubs, parties, and all that. Because the way he said it to that prince, how do you expect me to accept a prostitute's child? Like, this child wouldn't be something big later in life? Or was Joseph not a slave at one point before he became a prime minister? So that's my issue with Davido. The Adeleke family are very proud. They ignored the Labinjos. Their king ignored Rocco, the mother of Ayo. Dr. Deji Adeleke has consistently ignored this child because David has convinced them that this is the child of a prostitute until they believe him. All of you that harbor this Davido thing, you blinded followers and fans of Davido that never see anything wrong in Davido, calling me a cheap drug user, a mad woman, go oil your pussy. Would you let Davido talk to your mother like that? Would you let Davido impregnate your sister and call your sister a prostitute or describe your sister's baby as a child of a prostitute after he had a hookup with your sister? This is part of the reason why I keep telling young ladies to stop doing hookups. Okay? Aya has told the truth in the part she needs to tell the truth at. I followed him to the hotel after. Okay, Davido has said some really nasty things like, oh, we paid her 4 times her salary. We paid her $120K. Her salary is $30K a month. All 4 of us slept with her. So 30 times 4. Those kind of dirty details came out. Whether it happened or not, I don't know. I don't know how much they paid her. I don't care how much they paid her. But the fact that she followed them to the hotel tells a lot about this whole thing. Okay, so she got pregnant. Anu didn't ask to be here. Okay, we have to be very sensitive about the way we talk about this case now. I'm out of this case, but I just had to do my documentary because I retired from journalism, and every single case I investigated will be in a short docuseries like this. And so, Anu Adeleke will be 11 next month. Happy birthday to her. You have to be sensitive on how you talk about her now because she's going through tremendous bullying in school. While parents pick up their children after school, dads will pick up their children, moms will pick up their children, parent-teachers association meetings, events in the school where parents have to be there, she doesn't have her dad there. Her classmates will ask her, "Who's your dad? Where is your dad?" She always tells them, "Davido is my dad." They laugh at her. They look at her and laugh and bully her. How can Davido be your dad, please? Davido the singer? Oh, yeah, right. So they mock her. This can happen to you. So keep supporting Davido and his foolishness out there. And don't think about what happens tomorrow. Look at these children. One of them has passed away. Two of them are not in the picture. Anu is the oldest. The second child is Imadi. Third is Haley. Okay, the fourth child was Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi has passed away. And the fifth, Larissa's son, Dawson. Sixth and seventh are the twins for Chioma. Davido better get the numbers right. Davido, you better get the numbers right. You better get the numbers right. I've said my own. Thank you for listening.